My mother, who was pretty ill for the 8 years that she was with me, died at 28. That was clearly a tough time. I was responsible for the house. So I did the cleaning, the cooking, and somewhat took care of my brother. Because of his lack of education, my father was reduced to pretty manual labor. He worked in a feed mill. He struggled all the time with making ends meet. So, I'd go meet the bill collector at the front door and he'd run out the back door. I remember a lot of that. Unfortunately, when he'd get uptight, he tended to get a little violent. He was actually pretty clever in his own right because he said, if you tell anybody, I'll put you in an orphanage, and I have the right to do that. I mean, I'm 9, 10, 11 years old. I believe that. So I didn't tell anybody. My grandmother came and discovered that I had actually been beaten pretty badly, and so then we went to live with her.
With a loving home at last, Carol's life changed. For a period of time, she helped her grandparents keep the family farm working.
And so for about, I think 2.5, 3 years, we lived on the farm. And so I worked the fields, drove the tractor, made hay, had a wonderful time. Tough work, but I really like the outdoors. I love growing things. By the time I got to high school, I was always a good student. People said, all these bad things happen to you, but look at your grades. And so somewhere along the way, I figured it was really, kind of a good deal to make these good grades. I love math. I loved the problem solving. I loved answers. I loved the puzzle.
Motivated by her employers at a local bank, Carol went on to college. With the help of scholarships and a lot of hard work, she graduated from the University of Wisconsin with a degree in computer science. She worked first in banking, then at 3M, Digital Equipment, and Sun Microsystems.
I was just doing something I loved. I mean, I sort of have this theme, if you really like doing something, it'll work for you. So every job I've had has dealt with computers. Every job my whole life.
Along the way, Carol met her husband, Bill. Then, taking over the reins at Autodesk in 1992, Carol ran into a bigger obstacle than she could ever have imagined.
My first day at Autodesk was a Friday, and my second day, Monday, I knew I had cancer, and they were pretty sure that it meant surgery and treatment. I had to go public. So a month later, I had surgery, and a month after that, I was back at work. Tough time. Cancer is tough. Cancer's a real blow upside the head. It takes away your naivete. My grandmother had breast cancer before me, and so we just sort of have this, pull each other up by the neck and keep going. I think it's like most other things, you can beat it. Get education, get information, get help, good mental attitude, and go for it. Family is first with me. There isn't anything that I wouldn't do for my daughter and my husband. To me, it's the place where you get the warmth and support, no matter, how bad the day is. I'm actually motivated by the idea that I always want to be the best. All through life, I have this concept of getting the A. But I think I'm also motivated by fear. I mean, I don't want to ever go back. I think success is knowing that you tried your best and you're peaceful with that. Knowing that you honestly went for it and that it's okay.